So next measure that we we have calculated the descriptives. Now we calculate the frequencies for that also, right? So to go to the analyze button, go to the descriptive statistics and go to frequencies. So click the frequencies, you find the frequencies dialog box will open. You have the left hand side box where the variables is been given, and the right hand side box where we want that the variables has to be calculated, it has to be processed, right? So now we have to transfer the variables, right? First we have to highlight the variables and then we have to transfer one by one. So in this case, I will be transferring the variables, right? So in this case, I transfer the same variables that we have done, and we have to just click the uh, arrow button, which is between the two boxes, right? I just click the arrow button, and again sales, which has been highlighted. Then I click the arrow button. Now these two variables are there. Now here you can go for the statistics. Click here the statistics command button, right? Select command, it's like command button, right? And in this you, what does you want? Actually it says the central tendency has been given, right? It's a mean, median, mode, right? And you have the percentile values, that is your quartiles, percentiles, right? Then you have the dispersions over here, standard deviation, variance, range, minimum, maximum, standard error, right? So in this dialog box itself you find the four categories, that is percentile values, the central tendency, the dispersion and the distribution. So this is your distribution. So all the statistics under the central tendency, right? So normally we have the midpoints over here, which will be giving you the midpoints of this one, right? Now we also have the chart types also. So in this case I just click the mean, median, and I go for the quartiles, I go for the standard deviation, and go for skewness, and just make it continue. And next command button, that below the button you have the charts button over here, right? When I click the charts button, it is giving you a small chart dialog box will open. In this case you have the three radio button, right? So you have four radio buttons is given in this. First is none, and second is the bar charts, then you have the pie chart, and you have the histogram, right? So in this case you can click what you require. Actually if I click the bar chart, click the bar chart, so when I click the bar chart you find that the chart values here. So in this two things has been highlighted, whether it should give in frequencies, whether it should give in percentages. So it's up to the user requirement that you require the output to be shown, right? In this case I just mark it as frequency itself, right? And I click it as continue, right? In this case I go to statistics once again, and I've done the variance, so I require the variance also, variance, then standard deviation, skewness, kurtosis, right? The minimum value, the maximum value, right? And kurtosis, right? Then I make it as continue, then I go and click OK. So when I click OK, you find that this has been processed, right? And you find that in the output window, that is Spss statistics viewer, it gives you the, so what is the frequency is been given over here. So this is your frequency table, right? So frequency table of cost and the frequency table of sales. Now in this case we find that interpreting is becoming a little bit difficult. If it is possible that if it is how much the female sales or how much the male have done the sales, then we have to go for doing the splitting of the data. So let us get into the Spss data editor, right? In this case we cannot obtain proper descriptive or frequencies for the particular one. So suppose we want to find the descriptive statistics for the male only, right, and separate for male and separate for female. So it shows the overall cost, overall average sales and average cost, but I require that it should be something meaningfully, the data has to be interpreted. So in this case, suppose I want that how many female sales executives have done the average sales in a particular region, right? That can also be that is a meaningful one, right? That is a meaningful question when you ask. So what is the average sales done by a male sales executive who is in north region? So that is a meaningful question. So we have to just extract the interpretation of the data in a meaningful way. So this can be done with the help of the split data point. So in this case, we so now in this case we go to the data over here, right, in the data menu, and in this you come to the split file option. You click this split file option and it will be asking on what basis the data has to be categorized. So in this case I select the gender and you click the compare groups over here. I click the gender over here and in the arrow button I just click the arrow button and this will be getting into, so it will be sorting the file on the group of the variable that is as per the gender. Then I click OK over here, right? So when I click the OK over here, you find that it has been processed. Okay, the command has been processed over here. Now we can able to analyze the as per the requirement of female how much the sales that they have done. Now go to analyze and go to the descriptive statistics that we have done, right, and the cost and sales, right, and I click it as a OK. Now in this case you find that the output that it has been giving you, right, now you find that the output that it has giving you is been splitting the file as per the male and what is the female. So now you find that the male is giving an average sales of 91.76, right? In the case of female sales executive, they are giving a sales of 92.29. You find that females are giving higher sales of 92.29 compared to male. In similar way, male are charging higher cost of 54.07 for the retail product and female are charging less compared to the male, that is 53.88. So the data is making some sense right now. So this is what the splitting of the data that we require. In similar way, we go for the frequencies also. We say whether it is going to get a meaningful information out of it. So descriptive statistics, then go to frequencies. We remain it with the same thing, right? And I click it as OK. We see whether it gives you any sense out of it. I'll just drag it down. Yes, it gives you something sense out of it, right? So in this case you find that the female and the male is being categorized over here, right? This is the bar chart, it's coming up, right? Then we want to make some more meaningful meaningful data can be done. Suppose I want the region has to be shown, right? So in this case go to the same thing in the data menu, go to split file. So in this case we have just done the gender. I want the region also, I want the particular region along with the gender also. So in this case I enter the categorical data into that and we have to compare the data as per the gender also as per the region wise also. Then you just click OK. The command will just get processed. So you find the command is getting processed. So you have to sort the cases by gender and you have to split the data by the region also, gender and region also, right? Now go to the Spss data editor view. So this is your data editor, Spss data editor, and in this we have to analyze it, right? So now we go to analyze, right, and go to descriptive statistics and we go to the descriptives over here. We click the descriptives and let us remain with the same cost and sales and go to options. Defaultly it is there, right? Continue and I press this is OK. So now you find that it gives you the output of the descriptive statistics we require as per the uh, requirement variable. So I require this. So what is the south region? Which sales executive the south male sales executive, how much sales, mean sales they have made? They have done 90.91.14. So it gives you meaning, right? The data we are getting is meaningful interpretation we can able to make from the raw data. We are making some sense out of it. So this is very important, right? And from the in the north region you find that you can ask any questions, right? In this, what is the average cost charged by the males sales executive in the north region? So you find that they are averaging average cost that they are charging the product is 54.18, right? In a similar way, if you go to east region, so if you're going to ask, if your boss is going to ask what is the average sales done by the east males sales executive, you find that the average sales that they're making is 92.42. In similar way, you find the females over here, right? So you can just do a comparison. So what is the comparison of the south male sales executives and the south female south region female sales executives? How much is the average sales that they are doing? So you find that the male executive in south region is doing the average sales of 91.14, and the female who is doing the average sales is 92.43. And what is the minimum sales in the north region of female? So I can go for the this category and you see the minimum sales is been done is 51 in the north region of an female sales by a female sales executive, right? And the maximum sales that they are doing is 57. So this is making sense out of it, right? Then we go and I go for the frequencies. We calculate the frequencies. We'll see what is the output we are getting. Go to analyze the descriptive statistics and go to frequencies, right? And go for statistics over here. Let it be remain the same, and charts, let it be remain the same, right? Then I click OK. Now it will be getting processed. It has got processed over here, right? Yes. So it is getting processed over here. So you find that in the it has categorized, right? The data has been categorized as per the requirement where we need. Actually, you find the kurtosis will the mean, median, okay, the variance, skewness, standard error of skewness, okay, minimum, maximum. And in north region you find this one in similar way for east, west region, south region, north region. So this is the sense we are making out of the splitting of data. So this is very important for us. So you find the graph which gives you little bit sense of pulling the some meaningful interpretation can be made from the raw data. So you find the sales, okay, of the male region is west region, okay. So they are making an average sales between 91 to 92, right? So it gives you some sense out of it. So this is the basics of the descriptive statistics that we have done with the help of the descriptive statistics part, right?